in the angle and do it a different way.
As I already mentioned, we were all dealing with mold exposure, but the sickest of all was our teenager. I want to preface this by saying that mold is very common in the Mid-Atlantic region, and in the area where we lived especially. I worked as a real estate agent for a while and saw signs of it or smelled it in nearly every house I saw. People have to coexist with it, so it's downplayed as no big deal by most people, and for many people it is no big deal. I'm saying this first to show that I'm not judging the moldy homes or the owners. When you live in a place with 60 to 100% humidity year-round, it's inevitable. My kid was born into a moldy house, the first house we lived in. I had no idea it could cause health problems. We eventually relocated to my family home, which also had mold, though I didn't know how much or how it would continue to affect my kid. It was cumulative over the years until, as a teenager, they had full-blown mast cell activation syndrome and chronic inflammatory response syndrome from mold exposure and other pathogens, like Lyme, Bartonella, Babesia. Without going into great detail, these issues were extreme and it basically became life or death. We had to make a change. This life or death situation was the biggest pressure. Not everyone will understand this, but if you've had a severely ill kid that you care for 24/7 and you've crept into their room just to check if they're breathing, you know what I mean. Our kiddos' vitals were always pretty good when checked, so it wasn't that they were near death. It's just that I knew as a mother that something severe was going on. They also couldn't be left alone because the illness caused psychiatric issues. For all of these reasons, we needed to get that bus on the road and into a drier climate, or even just rolling down the road so that our kid could see some different scenery, having been basically bedbound for a lot of the time. So, illness was the driving force behind what we were doing, but we also had a few other pressures.